Sold out of the Tencel top and pant set that Giuliana had, or maybe last year. We're celebrating her 1-year anniversary of Giuliana Home, so we are using all of her bests. And this is what it is. This is what I sleep in, and I never went back, and I'll never go back. Why? 50% more absorbent than cotton. That's why people sleep in cotton. They say it's cooler, it's moisture wicking. 50% more moisture wicking than cotton. Cooler, silkier, smoother. The feel is luxury. You cannot compare this to anything, but if you would, I would maybe compare it to cotton because it's natural. It's made from the wood pulp of a eucalyptus tree. So yes, it's still natural. We're not talking about all of the synthetic fibers and the microfibers and, oh, but it's soft and I like the way it looks even though it just doesn't feel great and it makes me sweat and I'm really hot. Forget that. That's not even the same university that we're in today. What we have is a class of its own. Tencel, which is new to the world of bedding to some degree here in America, people are using this to have their top quality 5-star hotels have the bed of your dreams. This is our light pink. It's one of our 5 solids. We have 5 solids. Each one's killer. Can't go wrong. And we have 5 prints. But the best part is, as you're looking at these, I want you to know you're not getting 1 piece, you're not getting 2, you're not getting 3, you're not getting 4, you're not getting 5, you're getting 6 pieces of 100% Tencel from lyocell made in the Giuliana Home world, which is the best I've ever felt. And I looked for comparable prices, $102, $150, $190. The average cost on the online River store is easily $100 for these. And guess what? That was for sets of 4. All of those only had 2 pillowcases. She is giving you 4 pillowcases. You're not charging extra. So really, we're looking at a $49 easy set here because you always add an extra $20 to $25 to get your extra pillowcases. You are getting all 6. She didn't just beat the next best. She blew it out of the water with her pricing. These are your solids. You have your gray and your white. I absolutely recommend the sand. I think we are calling it white sand. It's beautiful and it will look great with the aqua, great with the white, great with the gray. All of these play so well with each other. This is the one I bought. I didn't take any chances. It is already checked out in my cart. I didn't just leave it there to be stolen. It's called Maldives Blue. She's very, very popular. The slightest hint of robin's egg or breakfast that you know whose. This is so beautiful. 5 prints to choose from. Your gold medallion, your pink stripe. Don't you see, even if you just had these playing together, oh my gosh, it's so exquisite. Here is your leopard, and right here, very popular, these last 2 prints. One of them is called the Green Goddess. Wow, that's really nice in person. That's even better in person. And the Palm Pretty is your blue. We have Giuliana Rancic here with us. We are so lucky to have you here with us. Happy 1-year anniversary.
How are you? So good to see you.
And look, I sat on it didn't wrinkle.
They're amazing, aren't these gorgeous?
Yep.
And I know that you're a huge fan.
Huge fan.
Thank you.
Well, I don't like wrinkly beds.
Yes.
And I get very hot when I sleep.
Me too.
And everyone in my family is sensitive to texture.
Okay.
So I want the silky smoothness of satin, but the 10 times breathability of cotton. I want it to be natural and beautiful. And look at this. I've never seen anything like it until you brought them last year.
Right. They're incredible.
Gorgeous.
You know, we brought them in last year when I launched You by Giuliana Home, which is an extension of my fashion line. You'll see a lot of fashionable pieces coming up. But these were so popular. The reviews were incredible. 100% of customers recommended them to a friend.
Yeah.
That's how much people got these home and love them, saying they're so luxurious. One review said she lives in Arizona and runs very hot, and these are perfect for her. One woman said she's in Texas and runs hot, and these were perfect for her. So many reviews said, I will never go back to any other sheet because these are the most luxurious, like cooling, amazing sheets. So here's the deal. You know, a lot of people talk about cotton sheets, and I used to sleep in cotton sheets.
Yep.
Cotton sheets are different. Cotton actually absorbs moisture. Tencel lyocell is this incredible fabrication that is literally the most popular bedding fabrication right now. Everyone's trying to get their hands on it.
Yep.
It wicks away moisture, so that's why you sleep so comfortably. So if you do run hot, if you wake up at 4 in the morning like I used to, literally, like it would be like 4:22 on the dot. Every night I would wake up literally in like sweating.
Yes.
You know, very, very hot. That has not happened to me. I honestly can't. I probably over a year now that I've been sleeping in
It's
these
like
sheets.
the little fairy makeup team is coming and dabbing your body.
I'm telling
in
you.
your sleep. And I experienced the same thing. I used to wake up and I needed a bed fan, is what they called it. I had a fan that would go up under my sheets to keep me dry. I started sleeping in Tencel and I'm dry. It's not just absorbent, it wicks the moisture and dries it out faster, while also being softer and silkier than cotton, more wrinkle resistant than cotton, and even more durable. So you're getting all of the best of all the worlds. That usually comes with easily another digit on the price tag. Remember, 140, 160, 180. Average cost at the place where normally you think maybe they have the lowest cost was 100, and that was for 4 pieces. Why did you decide to give the extra 2 pillowcases? Because it was a really, really kind addition.
Thank you. You know, normally, and you'll see in a lot of offerings in home, the extra 2 pillowcases will be an additional $20.
At least,
And so I just decided, I think a lot of us want the extra pillowcases, right? And we really want to dress our bed. And trust me, I'm a fashion girl, so I want my bed to look fabulous. And so I think a lot of you do too. So we did the extra pillowcases. So that's really even adds to this incredible value. There's a mid-level retailer that started doing Tencel lyocell, the exact same trademark sheets, right? Because it's owned, Tencel is a trademark owned by a company in Austria named Lenzing. And so to have the Tencel trademark, you have to follow a very stringent production and manufacturing process of these sheets that are environmentally friendly, and the quality is just nothing compares to it. So we are Tencel. We're trademarked by that company in Austria. There's a mid-level retailer that sells them at about $160. And here we are today for almost $100 less. And by the way, they don't have all the prints and all these beautiful colors like we do. So I just feel like not only are you going to get the most incredible night's sleep, and these are going to become your new favorite sheets and truly change the way you sleep. And keep in mind, sleeping, that is one thing we're not escaping. We're all getting into a bed at night, hopefully, right? And sleeping 8 hours, hopefully, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. So that is one thing you don't want to compromise, right? Is your bedding. Like, this is an investment bedding, but not at an investment price.
There is no better place to invest than where you're spending a third of your life, if not more. And now a lot of us, we watch our television, or we binge watch our shows in our beds.
That's true.
I am obsessed. I really only go back to cotton now when I have all of my Giuliana Tencels in the wash. And that's because I loved cotton for that hypoallergenic property. I loved it for the breathability. I loved it, especially if it was long stapled, for the smoothness and the sateen almost finish. This has all of that.
That's right.
But upgraded. It is 50% more absorbent than cotton, more moisture wicking than cotton. It is cooler to the hand than anything that is natural I have ever felt. You would think there was an air conditioner on the actual sheet itself. It is so smooth to the touch. I defy you to feel any texture. And that green goddess you just saw, which is so beautiful in person. I don't think the screen did this one justice.
Yeah, we should show them. We should go through, and we'll also even at some point walk over to the palm bed, because I think it's so pretty. But I did want to just show you this real quick. Look at this, Natasha. Like, you can really see, it's like sleeping on a cloud. They're incredibly, these sheets are incredibly luxurious. They're like, it's like billowy. They're so soft. They're not thin and flimsy. When you get into them, it's like a hug, a warm embrace. It is, but it's cool. So maybe it's a cool embrace.
Well, it's the hand weight to it, because sometimes people think, oh, wait a second, if it's not that stiff cotton, it's going to feel thin or flimsy. No, even my producer, who said I wanted to buy them, they were in my cart, but I had to go touch them first because she's a bed snob.
Yeah, good.
She said there's a nice weight to them. I would think that those were those luxury sheets, but we're not having the price tag, and I don't want you to be fooled by the price tag and think that you're getting a $80 sheet set that includes 4 pillowcases. You're getting around a $225 sheet set, and that's because we are including the 2 additional pillowcases for everyone. Everyone will also get the flat and the fitted, same price if you're getting full queen, king, or cow king, and same price if you are getting split king. Split king, of course, will come with 7 pieces, however, because they are going to have 2 fitted sheets to go over both of those mattresses. Let's look at these prints. The gold medallion, the pink stripe, and then even this green all looks so pretty with your pink.
There's really something for everyone. I mean, look how different these are. So as you know, this collection truly is an extension of my fashion line. I've had a fashion line here at HSN, and it's definitely one of the most fashion forward, if not the most fashion forward fashion lines on HSN.
Wow.
And this is an extension of that. So you just see the most beautiful motifs that really are only reserved for very, very premium European bedding.
Yes.
And so that's what I do with my clothing, right? I'm always pushing the envelope. I'm always bringing in, like, what's the hottest thing in New York? What's the hottest thing in Paris? What's the hottest thing in Florence, or in Florence, yeah. And bringing all those fashion trends in. That's what I'm doing with home. And that's why these are so beautiful and actually very different as well.
I really believe if anyone has ever looked into their closet and said, okay, this one needs an upgrade, I use this one, but I'm not thrilled, it's only the one pair of sheets that I prefer, these will become your go-tos. Remember, everyone does have 3 flex payments. So you're getting these home for under $4 each, $4 a piece with our flex payments. And remember, it's not just softer, more silky, more beautiful and luxurious. It's more sustainable, it's cooler, more breathable, softer. Everything about these sheets is what I would think, oh good, I finally made it to this point in my life and now I can afford the luxury sheets. That's how the other half lives. To get them home for $24. To get 6 pieces home, and maybe you want to do a Google. I recommend doing it. We have a lot of savvy shoppers who like to price compare. I think you're going to find immediately, if you just search Tencel sheets, try 6-piece set, you won't even find it. But if you search for a 4-piece Tencel sheet set, you'll find it's going to take a lot of scrolling before you find anything under $100.
Well, and just because you see 100% lyocell does not mean it's 100% Tencel lyocell. Once again, Tencel is a trademark. That's what you want to look for. And Tencel is premium. It's the best of the best out of Austria, certified out of Austria. So these are incredible. I mean, there are literally European designers doing these for hundreds of dollars, probably honestly over even $1,000. Sheets have gotten premium. European sheets are very expensive. But this is the palm print.
Yes.
This is just so fun. I just love that it's not a green palm. And you'll see, we have a duvet coming up that has the green palm. But I thought then that's too much, right? The green sheets, the green palm. And so this against that duvet, or even just a beautiful white duvet cover, is just striking. So I think this is probably our most popular print so far. So if you have your eye on this, Natasha, you should, everyone needs to grab this one, because this will probably be the first to go.
This is the one that my producer bought. It really is gorgeous. It reminds me of a luxury line. They have just these really simplistic and yet detailed enough to add that print that will elevate your space, but it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy with your space. And when you think about it, there is no more single way that you can completely transform your bedroom than by changing your sheets, by changing your bedscape. And if you want to transform your whole room, I don't care if you have laundry set up on the chair. I don't care if you haven't put away everything on your dresser. I don't care if the TV needs a dust, or there's this or that, or there's a bowl next to your bed. If you walk into your bedroom and you see this, and you had a $23 payment that month, and this is what you got for it, your mood is lifted. Your sleep is better. Your temperature is more controlled. You're waking up without the sweat all over you because of that statistically 50% more moisture wicking than even cotton, which used to be the best. It's not 50% more than the one that's down. It's 50% more than the previous gold medal winner. And now you're getting it with these beautiful prints that you cannot find anywhere else. This is what Giuliana is able to do with her history and design and fashion and merchandising. The only other sheets that I could find that was a 6-piece only came in gray. Your colors are stunning, and everyone is loving this print, but believe it or not, they're all selling equally.
Oh, really?
I love our customer today.
Interesting. I love that. And look how pretty, like right now, if you have an all-white bed at home with white sheets, this is a simple way, one of these fun prints, to just refresh your bedroom for spring, to give it new life, to infuse a new energy into it without having to paint the walls, which can be so expensive, or even an aerial rug is very pricey to change a room. Changing your sheets is one of the easiest things to do, and maybe it's time to change those sheets. Maybe you have guest rooms who need new sheets, or if you're lucky enough to have a fabulous lake house or beach house, how wonderful are these motifs?
Or if maybe you said, okay, I did a lot of gray when gray was the thing, and now I know it's not. What do? I'm going to tell you what you do. You get the white sand. You add the warmth on your bed, and it's going to elevate the gray and make it new again and draw out the warmth in any grays you have. If you have any wood tone flooring or any beige tone carpeting, I think that this is what we are calling the white sand, and I think when we come back on the camera, I'll show you. Very, very sophisticated, perfect shot there of the white sand. See how that would elevate any gray tones, any wood tones. Very smart, sophisticated color there that gives a slight bit of reflection of the light. It will brighten your space, but it's not shiny. Really expensive. That's the white sand.
Yep.
Perfect gray and perfect white. If these were all that you brought us, I'd be like 10 out of 10.
Seriously.
But girl, when you add this medallion with the pink,
Oh, look how pretty that is.
it's for the billionaires in Palm Springs only.
Literally.
I mean, this is like, don't overthink it. Grab two sets, know that when one is dirty, you switch out the other, and even if you don't change the pillowcases and you start mixing and matching, dopamine dressing.
And I love it, dopamine dressing. And I want to say, so the Green Goddess has also been very popular. It's so stunning and so unique. Look how gorgeous this is. I want to show you. Now, obviously, naturally, the white looks beautiful with it because it's grounded in white.
Sure
Do you know what one of my favorite combinations is, though?
That's it.
The sand with the Green Goddess. Look how just rich that looks.
That's beautiful.
That is so chic.
That's beautiful.
Are you kidding me? That is like you're walking into someone's super chic apartment in like the Upper East Side of New York, and she just has the most exquisite bedding. And that's,
if I saw
just
this in
love
her
it.
closet, I'd be impressed.
Right?
If I opened up someone's linen closet and saw that they're beautiful folded, you see the weight, you see the quality. We're not trying to hide any essence of these. Every detail, wait till you see how the duvets zipper. They don't even buttoned. Everything that Giuliana does, she'll put in the extra mile, even if it means that the profits go down, because she knows this is her first line. This is her first year of her home line.
Yes.
Everything has to be perfection. That gray, is it called gray snow leopard?
Yes, this is snow leopard. So what I love about this is, listen, I love my animal prints, I love my leopards, but it felt like for spring I wanted to do something soft.
Yes.
So I didn't do orange or yellow or brown tones in the leopard. We did more of a snow leopard. So if you do have a lot of your interior design is grounded in grays and whites, this is a really beautiful way to add more fashion into your bedroom.
And we had a designer and photographer here a few months ago who told me that his favorite two colors for bedding and bathrooms are pink and gray.
Really?
That the two colors there, they're very, it's masculine, it's feminine, it's everything, it's forever, it's unexpected in a way that is very intentional design. And look at how beautiful these two colors are. Don't even worry about, does the pink have to be with the pink print? Although if it is, I mean, you have just done yourself so many favors. You could get all 3 sets and it would still be a better price than grabbing one comparison set anywhere else online that are the 4 pieces, and you're getting 6. That's why I recommend grabbing the 2 that bring you the most joy. Maybe you're getting the pink and that beautiful gold medallion. Look at those 2 together,
Aren't these fun? Yeah, this one is for the bold woman. She loves her pink. She loves just like kind of, you know, just it's fun, right? This one is so fun. I love this pink stripe. It almost looks like a paint stroke. It is so fun. Look, even with the palm blue behind it. Do you see how pretty that is? With the palm blue.
Could you do it with this one too? Can we just do, I want that instant mood boost everywhere in my home. I want this.
That's a lot.
I'm a lot. I want this pink stripe every...
You know I am not gonna go, of course, Natasha.
I like it.
I have to sometimes draw the line. Listen, you do
Maybe
you.
as a pillow. Maybe I would do
You
this
do
pillow
whatever
over the
you
grain.
want. No, listen, you do whatever you want. I'm just showing you. I think I would do different ones with that one.
Okay, fine. So the pink and white with this one. At least you know G's never going to lead you astray.
I am going to tell you the truth.
You ever heard the phrase gilding the lilies?
No.
Okay, well, if you look it up, there's a picture of me. Here we have the white, and here we have the pink and white on the stripe. You could do these if you want to be more like G and have that a little bit more sophisticated. But I'll tell you, when I saw the photos online, I said, oh, maybe for winter's room. Because I loved this. It was such an instant mood boost. I wanted somewhere that it could work.
That's a great idea.
If you wait, it could be gone. Maybe you don't know what the guest room will look like in a year. Maybe you don't know if you're going to find a new rug or new curtains in your bedroom in a year. If you have these sheets, you have them. And you got them for $23 and change to come home. You got them at the best value we will ever have. I went back to grab more of mine. They were sold out.
Yes.
So even if you don't know the exact room on the pink and white, I think they will haunt your dreams if you don't grab them.
You know what? I'm gonna find a combination for you that's unexpected, because I know you like that.
Do it.
How about this?
That's
the
pretty.
gray leopard and the Maldives blue together.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you, at this price, get a couple of sheets. Maybe get that great, you know, white that we all need. Actually, I ordered a bunch last night.
You
right
did?
after my show. Yeah, I
Well,
did.
I got this one, so I didn't even realize you
pretty.
could see blues in the ice blue gray here, but when
Yep.
you start to pull out the tones.
That's right. It takes it out. It brings it out, right? It
Yes.
brings the blue out from the leopard. I love that. But this is absolutely one of my favorites. This is very, very chic. I think this is as chic as it gets. That's the tan with the green goddess is absolutely beautiful. But look at this green goddess.
Yeah, Sarah loves it.
Oh my gosh, look how stunning that is. Because I know that we have the palm
Yep.
spread out on the bed so you can really I think the green goddess is kind of like the foliage green version of the palm. You know, it's very
Yes.
dramatic.
Yes.
And it really makes a statement. It's stunning.
The scale is perfect, and the color seemed brighter to me on my screen and on my cell phone screen. So wherever you're watching it from, depending on how those colors are adjusted, I'll tell you in person, it reads like a deeper evergreen, and that's why it is totally elevated to me. You don't necessarily think it's going to be bright, bright, bright in your room. It'll look like true green, the way nature created green.
That's right.
And that's what I love about that deeper tone, almost even like with a brown element to it. I love that color green. That's why I said, ooh, even better in person.
It is
and
beautiful.
This green is beautiful. I think everyone's loving this blue palm, though.
But the blue palm,
Yes,
I know.
yeah.
So definitely grab the blue palm. As we said, it's all this. What I love is all the sizes are the same price. So no matter what you're getting, it's the same price, which is great because oftentimes department stores and various retailers charge extra.
Yep.
The larger the bed. Not here. So if you have a king, Cal King, great. And then you are getting the 4 pillowcases, which is wonderful too. Not just 2, but 4 pillowcases that have the 4-inch hem on them as well. Really beautifully made. But listen, I think the name of the game is this fabrication is what's happening in bedding right now. Everyone's talking about it. I'm so excited to be maybe the first to bring it to the network. We brought it in last year. It was my first sheet set I ever did, and it became a big customer pick, sold out. And so here we are today for the first time bringing these in as a Today Special.
Yes.
In more prints, more colors, and just more opportunity to own Tencel lyocell at this price.
At this price, the 450 thread count Tencel lyocell that maybe, a couple of you have had your chance to search this, to do a Google on this, and just searching the Tencel sheets, make sure you see if it's a 4-piece or a 6-piece. They're almost all 4 pieces. You've probably looked through several of the retailers and their sale price is double or even triple what we're having here today. That is why right now I think we just have 60 new customers in the last hour on this. So many of you are wanting to have that bed of your dreams, the room of your dreams, the home of your dreams, and we want to be conscientious of whether or not it's going to feel good, keep us cool. No one's going to say, I know your sheets were pretty, but honey, they were kind of scratchy or they were hot. I didn't love them. My husband looked me right in the eye last night. No cameras were on us. And I said, you tell me, do you want me to grab another set? And he goes, yep, really like them. They're my favorites.
Love it.
And he doesn't care what color they are. He'd like it to say Washington Commanders on our sheets. So
That is not happening.
It is not happening. I put it out for one day and then I took it away, that blanket.
I love it.
But this is the one that he loves. And
Yeah, my
I don't-
husband too. Bill loves
they
these
love it.
sheets.
And my daughter loves it because she doesn't like anything scratchy. Everyone in my family sleeps hot.
Yes.
They are 50% more moisture wicking than cotton. They are softer and silkier to the hand, more durable, wash more beautifully, and they are ultimately the most environmentally conscious fabrication you can get, full stop. It's a closed loop process. There's no
That's
waste.
right.
And if that's something that you care about, and usually it costs extra to care about it, now it's going to cost less to care about it.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
and even, if you watch, you can go online and just read, watch videos on experts talking about sheets where they do sheet comparisons. I'm talking about people who really love bedding, and you will not believe all the pros they talk about when it comes to Tencel lyocell. This has become, they've gotten such a huge following.
Yes.
These sheets in the world of bedding. People, sheet snobs love these sheets. My husband is a sheet snob. My son, out of nowhere, became a sheet snob. It's funny. He had some kind of, to be honest, like some whatever sheets I had gotten him years ago. He's a little kid. And then he would lay in our bed and be like, well, wait a second. And he'd go, Mom, can I get some fancy sheets too? So he calls these the fancy sheets. And I have to be honest with you, the price of these are pretty much what I paid for his cheap sheets, And so now he sleeps in these. And the better he sleeps, the better
The better
we sleep.
everyone sleeps.
Thank you.
Even if you're someone who sleeps hot that doesn't like sheets on you, you'll want these on you.
So good.
Because they keep me cooler. They are cool hand feel, soft and silken hand feel, moisture wicking like there's someone just overnight coming and dabbing my body, and I wake up and I go, why am I not in my pool of sweat?
That's right.
This is happening, and it's not just me saying it happens with me. This is statistically what this fabrication is made for. On average, you're looking at $150 to $190. Remember, I did check about 10 minutes before coming out an hour ago, and I was seeing on average the best prices at the online River store were $100. They were all for 4 pieces. 4 pieces. I found one 6-piece set. It was still more expensive, and it only came in gray. Even with our shipping and handling, we still beat them. There is no one that is holding a candle. If you want any color that brings you joy, and gray isn't that color, this is going to be over $100 of a better price than anywhere, even at our second best price. I'm not saying Giuliana outpriced people by 10% or we're the best price by $20. I'm talking the best price by $120. And I really encourage you to just do a quick search and see if you can find anything even close, because if you can, girl, text me. I'm gonna have about 1 minute left here on the quality,
Amazing.
the softness,
Look at
and the
the sateen
silkiness.
weave. You can really see the sateen weave. It's perfect, the thread count. You know, funny thing about thread count, you don't ever want too high of a thread count. It actually, it's not like meant to be that high thread count. And then what it does is it kind of like makes the sheet even stiffer, and it doesn't
Too tight a
wash
weave,
well.
yeah.
It's too tight of a weave, doesn't wash well. So 450 is really the sweet spot. So these, I got to tell you, I know a lot about sheets. I am not going to bore you with the exact way these are made.
Yes.
I mean, I can start in the forest with the eucalyptus trees that, by the way, grow very fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so they grow very fast, which is great, but they need to be cut down, you know. And so they grow really fast. They get cut down. They turn into eucalyptus pulp, which eventually ends up here. But it's just the most incredible, sustainable production, and you can really feel the luxury of these sheets when you get them. And the best part, your face is going to be like sleeping on something soft and silky and cool.
I didn't even bring this up earlier. I know that my hair, when I lay on cotton or other things, they always say to wear